Hello chaps, how are we doing? Happy Friday to everyone. It's been a long, well, it's not been a long week for me. The week seems to go very quickly for me currently, but apologies to anyone that works weekends. I've been there, done that. I know what you're going through. I apologise for bringing up Fridays as though they're a thing that everyone looks forward to. Yeah, that's the worst part. Well, it's usually retail, isn't it? Yeah, I've done my stint in retail. I know what the deal is. Either way, I hope you're all doing very well. It's good to see everyone, if anyone is here. Oh, you know what? Someone needs to remind me that I need to check what the polls are at the moment for what game to play next. After we've finished what we're already starting, that is. Last time I looked, it was Dishonored was winning. Like, really surprisingly, actually, I'm kind of surprised at how many people did want to see that. Considering it's meant to be horror month, and we're meant to be doing horror games, and that's not really a horror game, is it? But no, I just saw it on the shelf and thought, like, yeah, I should really get around to playing that. So I've had both of those games, and I haven't even picked up the expansion for 2 yet. Sitting around for a while. I figured I should knock them off the list. It's one of those games that I feel like I should have got around to playing a lot sooner. They've changed Streamlabs, and I'm kind of, you know, I'm not sure what they've done to it to change it, but it looks different, and I don't know if I like change. I'm scared of change. But I need to put this, because for whatever reason, this didn't show up last night. But Bam, thanks for subscribing, dude. I really don't know why it didn't show up. I think what probably happened, because it looks like it happened on the exact same hour. Both you and Eternal did a sub at like basically the same time, and I think it cancelled them out. Because I've had that happen before. So yeah, apologies, dude. Didn't show up in my Streamlabs either, so I didn't even notice it on there. But if you're watching this, or you're watching this on the VOD, thank you for subbing. I really appreciate it. Now, I really want to play Forza, but I'm going to finish off 428 Shibuya, and I know you guys aren't terribly fond of it, but it's for the greater good. It is for the greater good. So, first of all, let's see if the sound is good. I'm never entirely convinced the PC is going to always do it correctly. Nope, it hasn't. Of course it hasn't. Why would it? And let's see what we've got here. I picked a new background. Getting ready for Fist of the North Star. Hopefully next week now, I think. Because even if I get this out, yeah, even if Shibuya gets finished tonight, and I get it posted tomorrow, I'm not going to get North Star back until, like, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Is that meant to be that quiet? What's been installing? Huh? Don't know. That seems a bit quiet to me. Why can it not be simple? GSPR, does that mean... Oh, there you go. Fucking hell. Does that mean... Whoa, that's loud. Does that mean you're not sticking around? Gonna do a bit of this, then a bit of Forza. See if we can finish off this. What I'll probably do is I'll finish off the chapter. Don't know how long that's going to be. Who do we have left? Keep out. To be continued. Keep out. Keep out. Well, this could be a short stream. Actually, I think it's going to be a jump, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. How are you, GSPR? What's up, man? Hope you're well. Right, let's stick this on full screen. I still want that juice. Majima is king of killing them with kindness. I take it, Spidey. Thank you for the host. I take it you've got to Majima's chapter on Yakuza 0 then. How different is he in that? I think it's this, is it? No. Okay, so we've done that. Fuck me. This is why I shouldn't have left the chapter. Because now I'm not sure what we're doing. Yeah, he's much different, isn't he? Hang on. I wonder why we're getting like double sound. Why it's so loud. Fucking wait, hang on. I turn that off, not on. No, not mute. What is going on? I'm pressing the button for off and it's just switching. Oh my god. Don't tell me the subwoofer. Everything's broke. You know what like everything breaks at the same time? I'm kind of getting that at the moment. Because my TV seems a bit off. Now I'm getting like subwoofer jitters. And I think there's some issues with the PC again as well. So it's all going well. It's all going well. He has nice nice long hair. Yeah, he's got an interesting backstory, old Majima. I mean, it's only because that he was, he's such a fan favourite that he got into that game anyway, I think. Jump, young man. Of course I'll stay. Okay, cool. Thank you, GSP. Yeah, is it this one? Yeah, I don't think I did this one, did I? No. Why can't I jump? Oh no, we're going to get stuck again and I'm going to get annoyed. See if it's something to do with Stanley's phone call. You want to Majima game? I wouldn't be surprised if they do one, dude. Well, I don't know now. I think after Yakuza 6, I think it's done now. As far as those games go. I mean, never say never. I'd never say never to that. Right, I think I'm just gonna have to just go with some different choices here and see what goes on. By bring Hitomi in, do you mean you're going to arrest her? H couldn't think of any other reason to take her to the precinct. I'm just going to move her someplace safe. With that, Stanley proceeded to wrap up his phone call. Guess I'm not going to get much out of this guy, H, he thought. Move her someplace safe, huh? Was he actually serious or just being evasive? H, he couldn't really tell. If they did try to arrest Hitomi though, H intended to stop them one way or another. He needed to protect her all the way to the end. Inwardly, he reaffirmed the vow he'd made earlier to keep her safe, whatever it took. It's Kiryu's time to be the side character. Well, no, Kiryu's Kiryu's done. The next character, because they actually no, yeah, I'm a massive liar. What am I talking about? There is another Yakuza game coming out. They're doing. I don't know if they're going to call it 7, because that's a bit much, isn't it, for a number for a game? I think. But it's going to have a new main character in it. But it's not Majima, I'm afraid. Does that change it? So I think it's that jump. I think it's that jump. Oh shit! Hang on. No, go back. Yeah, I know. Keep out. I was trying to go. Motherfucker. I shouldn't have stopped where I stopped last time. I should have just seen, see if I could finish this off. Because now I've forgotten the choices that we made as well. No, I can't do it. What's going on there then? Hope the young man could talk him down. Well, it's got to be one of Ichi's decisions, isn't it? How's your day, guys? Do you get up to much? Oh yeah, what if we change this one so we go up there quicker? Try this one. His anger rising, Eiichi picked up speed as he marched onward, wanting to confront his father as soon as possible. His father was wrong. Even if he was acting to save Suzune, he was absolutely wrong. A crime was a crime, regardless of the motive. This was a crime his father needed to atone for. And if he resisted, Eiichi would take him down, even if he had to use his fists. Even if I have to use my fists. Is this going to have the flashback? Yeah. Hopefully I can skip these. I would ask about the game's story, but at the same time I don't want to know. Oh god. Why am I playing games that people don't want to see? Hopefully that's done that. Right, let's try that again. It's not that jump, is it? It's that one. You've just been playing Yakuza. I don't know if it's kind of weird. I think it's like if you haven't fucking cunt. Oh shit. If you don't know kind of what's going on, you're going to be just totally lost. I mean, I've left it for like a day and I'm kind of already lost myself. Not here for the game, I'm here for the stream. Well, that's very kind of you, GSP. I'm glad I can overrule the the fact that you don't like the game. I'll do a bit of Forza later. There's something to look forward to. Let's change that back. I don't know if any of these choices are actually going to make a difference. Just like anime type games. It's not really an anime game, but I think I know what you mean. Like just kind of weird Japanese games. Who are you just talking to? Stanley's reply was clipped. That other idiot I was telling you about earlier. With that, Stanley proceeded to wrap up his phone call. Yeah, that's the same, isn't it? Guess I'm not going to get much out of this guy, H, he thought. Oh, sorry, you need... God, sorry, I didn't realise you typed a bunch there. Need a new Danganronpa in my life, a new one. Wait, you need a new Danganronpa, but you dislike anime type games? But Danganronpa is an anime game. Danganronpa is the exception, okay. I mean, Danganronpa is kind of like this, isn't it? In that it's a It's a visual novel, isn't it? Actually, can I see that GPS unit? Kano peered over Kanan's shoulder and saw that the GPS was indeed pointing in the direction they were headed. They weren't just running around at random, nor was the unit broken. Huh. Endo Electronics is right up ahead, he said. What? Kanan stopped abruptly. What are you suggesting? And yeah, okay. See if that lets us change over. I doubt it will. Well, I'm gonna go start some CS:GO comp matches. See you soon. Thanks, man. I'm sure I'll speak to you later. Anime is for weebs. That's fine. Alcohol is for alcoholics. That's essentially what you're saying. What the fuck do you do? How many? Oh god, look, he's got fucking 3 jumps. Asking Hitomi's location. Oh shit, hang on. What happens if we go, no, I can't share that info? No way, I can't share that info. A thin smile came to the girl's face. That's very noble of you, but I think once you hear what I have to say, you'll change your mind. Who? Who are you? My name is Kanan. Kanan? This sounds like the same. It doesn't seem like any of these choices are actually changing things here. Did she do that? He was almost afraid to wonder. There was still a lingering trace of adolescence in this strange girl's face. It's hard to believe someone so young... Yeah, exactly. This is just all the same, isn't it? I don't think that actually changes anything. What about if I just tell her yes? This is what did me in last time when I got stuck, because I didn't try every possible thing. Alright, I'll tell you, Kano agreed. The girl gave a tiny nod. But first, what's your name? Yeah, just Kanan. Yeah. Yeah. Can I go back? Please. What about that choice? Oh my god, yeah, he's got so many different things here. Right, so that doesn't seem to do anything. How the antiviral was stolen. I can't imagine this will do anything. I think this is just, you know... Maybe you could sneak something in. You can't sneak something out, maybe you can sneak something in. Because that was the actual answer, I think. Kano hadn't had any particular flash of insight. He just figured the opposite of the obvious might be the answer. To his surprise, Kanan gave a nod. Very astute. Wait, really? 6 days ago, Alphard injected Hitomi Asawa with the Ua virus. Yep, and that's all. Again. I don't like it when they do this, because they chuck in loads of random choices that essentially don't lead anywhere. Why not just kidnap Hitomi in the first place? That was the key question right there. Why kidnap Maria instead? If Alphard wanted Hitomi's blood, abducting her, not her sister, was the obvious move. Surely they couldn't have been so foolish as to abduct the wrong target. So kidnapping Maria must have been intentional. But it didn't add up. No matter how you looked at it, Kano couldn't see any reason to kidnap Hitomi's sister. It's my fault that Maria was kidnapped. Kanan looked away. I contacted her before this all started. I told her about the kidnapping plan, and I gave her a GPS beacon. Yeah, this is all the same. Hang on, what if I change that second one? Because I think the top answer, how the kidnappers mistaken Maria for Hitomi, is actually the thing. The two are twins after all, so it wasn't inconceivable, but it's okay. Yeah. But it doesn't feel like any of those choices make any difference, and yet Eiichi's only got 2. Welcome back, Spidey. Okay. I don't think the questioning here is going to change anything. There was no... sorry, this was no time to mince words. Did Tanaka give you his password? His password? For the electronic lab lock on the lab. I needed it in order to get the antiviral out. I turned to face him at last. To get it out? What are you thinking? That belongs to the company. I just need 1 dose to save Maria. Please, if you know, please tell me. I don't know it. His voice was barely a whisper. Again, seems like exact same stuff that happens with the other option. Sawa looked his wife right in the eye. You're telling the truth. I am. I see. And do you have any idea what number he might have used for the password? I shook her head silently, then turned her back to her husband once more. Even if I did know, she said, I wouldn't tell you. Why not? Don't you get it? Ai's words came out as a strangled rasp. Do you even know why I'm with you? She snapped. You really have no idea how much you're worth, do you? The value of one woman's life versus the potential profits your research will bring in. There's no comparing the two. If it meant the Okoshi Pharmaceutical could if it meant that Okoshi Pharmaceutical could monopolize your talents, then what did it even matter what I wanted for myself? There was something akin to desperation in Ai's words. Majima's backstory is anime as fuck. Do you reckon? It seems like pretty standard sort of Yakuza story to me. And so you sent me those threatening emails too? What? I looked at him in shock. He knew he'd guessed correctly. You would go that far, just to keep me tied to your father's business? That's right, I would. I bit down on her lip hard. But what would you even know about how I feel? I'm sorry. Don't apologise. I'm not the victim here. You say that, but isn't it because of me that you and Tanaka weren't able to stay together? I began to tremble. Her secret was out. When did you figure it out? She asked. Earlier today. That tie clip. Heh, right. Not the sort of gift one gives to a husband's co-worker, is it? See, that something must have changed here, because it's not letting me skip at all. Ai's smile was bitter with self-depreciation. Sorry, deprecation. I got that wrong last time, I think. Kiryu has a pretty chilled childhood. Spidey, his parents were killed. And then he was brought up by the murderer. That's not that chill. He was an orphan. Asawa couldn't help but pity her, I would imagine. Even Tanaka must have suspected that she placed the company's profit above all else, if she'd go to such lengths to protect it. It was like she'd given up her entire life just for that. Please, don't mess my life up any more than you already have. Ai's words were only a faint murmur, but Asawa felt the rejection that they carried with agonising clarity. Tanaka hadn't given Ai his password. Asawa's last chance had gone up in smoke. He let out a long shaky breath and shut his eyes tight. Was it true? Was there nothing more he could do? That doesn't seem to change anything, does it? Fuck me. Wait, what are you saying? He didn't know that, and it's not like he didn't care about Kiryu and his siblings. Well, no, that's true, but he's still... Yeah. I mean, we know that, you know, Kiryu loved him as a father. that one, is it? Is it? Do we have to go to a different place? Yeah, maybe it's Minorikawa's. Oh no, it's not that one. Maybe if we change where we go. For now, Minorikawa decided he'd better butter this guy up. Say, you look like a pretty tough guy. You work out? Segura grinned, thrusting his fist out in an emphatic air punch. I used to be a boxer. Back in his boxing days, Segura was so tough people called him the dogfighter of Shibuya. One day, however, as he was walking along, he happened to step onto a strange panel that made him fall into a state of confusion and go on a rampage. He was quickly arrested and his boxing license was revoked. The mysterious panel Segura stepped on, they say there are also panels shaped like feet and even panels shaped like rice balls. Is that a reference to something? That's got to be a reference to another one of their games or something, isn't it? I could drop a guy like you in one punch. One punch! Oh, guess there aren't many folks who can give you a good fight then. Segura dropped into a fighting pose and threw a few quick jabs. Well, matter of fact, I'm unbeatable in a street fight. They call me the crazy tiger of Shibuya. Shibuya, huh? You familiar with SOS then? Segura's face twisted into a sneer. What, those guys? I mean, I've heard they're pretty tough too. Only one of them would be able to give me a fight, probably be that H.E. Endo. Right, so that again didn't change a thing, it seems. A one punch man sound effect could be quite good. I'll write that down. I shouldn't add things that, you know, other people don't ask for. Just in case, you know, someone wants to do that. I'm going to be taking all the good ones. Let's try recalling the noodle house from the menu he'd seen earlier. He opted for that. Dogen hut, huh? Toyama rumbled the words under his breath. What's the matter? Is there some problem with that? Ah, no. No. Alright, I'll meet you there. It's over in Dogenzaka. The address is on the menu. Ah, so they might bump into the others. Possibly. He hung up and Minorikawa quickly gathered his belongings. Chiaki, how's that copy coming along? Well, almost done. Just a little more, I think. Alright, bring your computer and come with me. I'll read over what you've got so far. Minorikawa waited as Chiaki got ready to head to the cafe. As the two were heading out of the office, however, someone else opened the door. I'm hoping we can skip this. Wait, what? What? What were you trying to write there? That's some autocorrect, Spidey. Yeah, this is all just the same stuff again. Sorry, anything that I've already read, I'm just gonna skip through. What have they changed, Spidey, with the new update? The soba restaurant Dogen Hut was roughly halfway up Dogenzaka. A long-standing noodle shop in Dogenzaka. 2 years ago, the owner passed away from illness. Now the restaurant is run by his widow, Maki Yaneda, and her two part-timers, Masa from Midoriyama Academy, and Mohinder, an Indian exchange student. Despite the sign... How's it going, Caps? Despite the sign billing the establishment as a soba restaurant, duck meat soba and chilled curry soba are the only two actual soba offerings. The rest of the menu, for some reason, is all udon dishes. In fact, both kinds of soba are terrible. Though maybe the chilled curry soba would be okay if someone else were making it. Good day, Caps. Basically, messages randomly get sent, and well, the autofill of the emotes. Fuck. That could, For some reason it thinks I use the asexual heart a lot. Do you? Oh, if you put a colon up, Twitch just gives you a random auto-filled emote. Oh, okay. I've not tried that before. Inside, they encountered the proprietress near the door. Oh my god, why can't I talk? She held a massive cleaver for cutting soba noodles, clutched in one hand. Toyama wasn't there. Excuse me, Minorikawa said. Has a middle-aged man come by your shop? Name's Toyama. The proprietress let out a weary sigh. That guy, huh? You folks know him? Yes, that's right. Then I'm sorry. I didn't want to have to do this. It was all his fault, though. You reap what you sow. Minorikawa didn't know what she was going on about, but suddenly he had a very bad feeling. So then, Toyama was here? He asked cautiously. Yes, he came by. Well, where is he now? Please, tell me. No. I have no obligation to tell you anything to friends of Toyama's. Hey, whose stream is it, Alt? Thank you for the bits though, dude. I see that, Kappa. Evidently, there was some bad blood between Toyama and this woman. The real victim here is me. Her voice rose abruptly to a roar. Now listen up good to this old woman's story. I don't have time for this, Minorikawa thought. He needed to find Toyama as soon as possible. But instead, it looked like he'd be stuck hearing out this angry woman first. Alright, we're listening. Tell us your story. It's a long one. The woman's mouth twisted up and she licked her lips, leaning in to tell her tale. Long, long ago, when I was still in my 20s, I would often make deliveries to Heaven Publishing. They were some of my best customers. Back then we were so busy my employees practically worked themselves to death. You see, Dogen Hut had the finest soba in Japan. Oh god, can you see Minorikawa's face and the blade there? And our spokesmodel was considered one of the most beautiful girls in the world. Back when this woman was in her 20s, Heaven Publishing hadn't even existed yet. But Minorikawa figured he'd better not correct her. That would probably just piss her off and make her stop entirely. He kept his mouth shut and listened to her silly tale. But anyway, that's all in the past now. As time went on, we had a lot of delivery customers asking us to put their bills on their tab. So much so that it became a problem, and we changed our policy to disallow that sort of thing. But the fine folks of Heaven Publishing considered themselves an exception to that rule. And that put my part-timer Masa, who does the deliveries, in a bit of a bind. Okay. Oh, Masa's a student at Midoriyama Academy. He took the day off to go on a date with his girlfriend. I hear they're planning to compete as a couple in some ice cream eating contest that's going to air on TV. So they were going to a practice run together today. Honestly, how ridiculous is that? Jesus, she goes on a lot, doesn't she? I use Nightbot and Streamlabs bot. You let me worry about that when we get to someone who's actually got a year's sub. That's not happening for another 7 months yet. But yeah, no, I use Streamlabs bot for stuff like the the rings, like the currency, stream currency, and then I use Nightbot for a few of the other bits and pieces. Cool. Okay, man. Yeah, that's cool. Send me some bits. The only thing is, I will say now, because this is something I've considered before, I'm probably not going to put in any kind of betting mechanism into the chat because it clutters the chat up too much. Plus, for some reason, like people get really fucking salty about those Like, you know, the fight. I don't know what it is. There's like a fighting one. I've seen like a fighting one where two people in the chat fight together, and then whoever wins gets really salty about it and like throws a strop. I don't want that. I don't want that. Because it just seems to cause arguments and it clutters the chat. So it's dual. Yeah, that must be the one. I've seen them. Well, yeah, send me messages about what adventure is. It's mostly just about cluttering chat. Mostly because if there's like loads of that showing up in chat, I mean, there might be a way to stop it showing. I'll have to look into it. But I'll miss chat messages, and I don't want to miss chat messages. That's the main thing I don't want to miss. You know, I want to interact with you guys. So. Right. Masa, first year student at Midoriyama Academy. After getting indigestion from eating too much parfait at a fast food restaurant on Sentai, he was there with his girlfriend to do a dry run for a competitive eating contest. He wound up going to the restroom 14 times in 1 hour. Unable to stand idly by, his girlfriend called an acquaintance of hers, the gluttonous Chiriko Asugi, for advice on improving Masa's intestinal fortitude. It turned out, however, that Chiriko was planning to compete in the same contest. Knowing that they were up against some monumental competition, the two continued their training, wary of the battle to come. It's a good way of... an ice cream eating competition is a good way of putting you off ice cream for life, I think. You can have a modded chat in which you can block one user's messages. Just ban the bot and you won't have any problems. I'll ask people what sub badge they prefer once I've got all of the options on the table. Because I've got a few other ideas. I kind of want to stick with the Sonic theme. That's the main thing. You know, because I like Sonic so much. But yeah, once we got a few more options on the table, because I've got another set that I'm thinking of that I could use that would look very different from one another. They won't. You'll have to hover over them to tell which one is which, but people will be able to know anyway. Because there's kind of like there's a natural progression in like which one's better than the other one. But yeah, I need to find the sprites of them first. I don't know if they exist. And now I've got to make sure that if not, I'm going to have to edit them down. But yeah, let me know about the chatbot stuff, dude. Like I said, I just don't want to put too much like random shit in and then clutter the stream up. But I'm all up for ideas for how to use the currency in stream, because at the moment the only thing I have in mind is song requests, and I don't plan on implementing that too soon because I don't know how to use it. I need to learn how to use that first. You're not wrong. Oh. It's gonna be a 2D one, yeah. Is random girls running up to you and begging you to be their boyfriend a common thing in Japan? Is this just happening in Yakuza, Spidey? I suppose it depends if you're a big strong one-eyed man like Majima. Yeah, I was probably gonna. Thing is, if I want to use currency, I'd have to use Streamlabs bot, wouldn't I? I think. But yeah, I'll have to look up how to do that. I'm very wary of using song requests because, like, I don't want ear rape songs. I don't want meme songs. I'd want proper music, and I don't think I'd get it. Happened to Kiryu too. Well, you know, he's a big strong lad. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you know, that happens. I think kids do that, don't they? Of a certain age, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna marry you when I'm older." That's what mods are for. They can skip songs and remove them. Yeah, but you know, I also that in itself could cause some problems. Could be like, "Oh, why did you skip my song?" And then yeah, but it's just something I I've tried not to think about yet. I need to put some thought into it. There's a lot of stuff to put thought into. Ocarina of Time ear rape? No. I think there's partially ways to get rid of meme songs and stuff. I think there's an option you can tick, so it has to be from a certain. I think it has to be a certain section of YouTube, and it has to have a certain amount of likes compared to dislikes. No, I mean, it's not. I don't play multiplayer games too often, but you know, in the case of like Forza, it's perfect for that because I don't like the in-game music. But at the same time, I'd like to say, like, look, guys, I like heavy metal, rock, 80s music, and video game music. Just put that. Just give me some of that, and I'll be happy. And that way, I could maybe find some new tunes. There is a way, okay. Yeah, that is one problem. It will mute the broadcasts. Actually, yeah, you know what? I don't know if I can. Because if the broadcasts get muted, I can't upload. Well, I can upload them to YouTube, but I can't. It's going to be muted. That's a really good point. Yeah, I might have to stick to my playlist potentially. Yeah, I've seen it work. Oh, one of my friends has done it, and he. What is this you're sending, Spidey? Is this the Ocarina of Time ear rape stuff? Oh, it's okay. It's Rick. You're Rickrolling me. You see, the thing is, I don't know if I can get Rickrolled in the same way because I kind of like that song. Yeah, no, it's I've seen it work, and the guy just he didn't care. He just skipped songs he didn't like, and then eventually people just kind of stuck with songs that he actually did like. I did get Rickrolled, yeah, but I didn't get Rickrolled in the sense that I didn't hear it because it was playing through my laptop, which has the sound disabled. But yeah, I like that song, so I'd probably actually just listen to that whole song if someone requested that. Honestly, I couldn't care less about Massa one way or the other, Minorikawa thought. This whole experience was turning into a real ordeal. So yes, we were in a real bind. I run a restaurant here, not a charity operation. I'd call and ask them to settle up, but they'd always insist, oh, we don't have any money. And that's a lie. It's got to be a lie. What else could it be? Otherwise, how could they keep making that magazine of theirs? That Celebrity Confidential or whatever the hell it is. Celebrity Confidential was a weekly tabloid put out by one of Heaven Publishing's competitors. Minorikawa was just going to have to let that egregious mix-up slide. Wait, is she thinking of the wrong person here? And that's not all, the proprietress spat. Oh no, on top of that, their magazine's little gourmet Gabs corner, or whatever they call it, ran a scathing review of us. After that, customers started keeping their distance, and I aged 20 years practically overnight. Gourmet Gabs was a column that ran in Celebrity Confidential. There was nothing of the sort in 4-Star General Gossip. So yeah, she's getting the wrong person. This woman had clearly gotten the two magazines mixed up somehow. Awful. Just awful, isn't it? All I wanted to do was make sober for people to enjoy. And so to be treated like this, to be treated like this. The woman had started to sob. The cleaver began to waver in her trembling hand. But then, earlier today, these two Yakuza-looking fellows came by. Said they were looking for Toyama from Heaven Publishing. Guess they saw one of our menus at his office and figured he might have come by. She had to be talking about Ozu and Segawa. They'd both been nearby when Minorikawa was rooting through the desk drawers. They must have spotted the menu then. I told them he wasn't here and hadn't ordered delivery in some time. So they said that if I happened to see him, to give them a call. Now, I was going to just turn them away, They looked like a pair of nasty loan sharks. Toyama would never be able to pay off his tab if they caught him, and so I told them as much. The proprietress lowered her voice before continuing, but they said they'd be most appreciative if I could let them know. He even offered to pay his tab for me if I did, and well, that pretty much settled it. So I let them give me their phone number. Minokawa's face went pale. This lady had been bribed by those two thugs? And so I guess you figured it out. A little earlier, Toyama dropped by, looking like he was trying to lie low. So it all came together. I snuck out back and gave those two a call. And so here we are. You guys were just a hair too late. Oh crap. Toyama had been carted off by the moneylenders. Minokawa had to find him right away. Mr. Mino! Chiaki squeaked nervously. We have to hurry and go look for him. Yeah. Minokawa and the others headed for the door. Wait! The voice sounded as if it had echoed up from the very depths of hell. Minokawa and company stopped in their tracks. Oh shit! What the fuck? I might have to get this as a thumbnail, I think. I think we might have to get a thumbnail there. Sorry, what have I missed here? You can add a music playlist to the Nightbot and people can only play songs on the playlist. So you can have a Discord text channel and mods will listen to songs and see if they're appropriate for the playlist and add them if it's good. That's not a bad idea. Oh, the only thing is I don't want to give you guys, like, the mods, too much to do. You know what I mean? I want to make it as easy on you as humanly possible. By the way, does Majima actually have a canon crush on Kiryu? I always thought it was a random ship, but now I'm confused. No, Spidey, he just really likes fighting him. Majima really likes fighting strong opponents, and Kiryu is basically the first person I think that he ever came across that gave him any trouble. I think that's basically it. You think I can just let you go? The old woman began to stalk towards them. Those guys, they left without showing their appreciation or paying off that tab. They lied to me. And so just who's going to show me the appreciation I'm owed? Who's going to pay that tab? You're all in this together, trying to play me for a fool. That hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. The proprietress lifted her cleaver high. Her eyes smouldered with inhuman rage. A murderous aura surrounded her like a bonfire wind. Wait, Minokawa cried. We're Toyama's... his friends? Then prepare yourselves. You'll repay his debt to me with your lives. The three companions stood paralysed with horror, watching their bloody doom approach. The blade glimmered in the dimness as she swung it towards Minokawa. Time for some fresh meat! Holy shit! That is a bad end. Minokawa, Chiaki and Katayama screamed, their cries echoing clear across Dogenzaka. Wow, they get made into soba. Tragedy at the Noodle House. It was no ordinary grudge that the proprietress of Dogen held towards Toyama, as Minokawa and the others found out firsthand, falling victim to her mighty cleaver. Yeah, this isn't the right place to have the meet up with Toyama. Seriously, who the heck decided this was a good idea? I kind of forgot, if I'm honest with you. Oh, well, we got all of the bad ends for the block, at least. That's one thing, I guess. Let's try meeting at the other place. No, that's just a bad end ult. So we need to go back and change our choice, and then that'll change our fate. Let's let Toyama decide this time. I know you got a lot of free time, dude, but you know, I don't want to. I'd like you to just watch the stream and enjoy yourself as much as you can. Nothing suitable came to mind. Probably Toyama should decide. You got any suggestions? Minokawa said. Let's see. There's a bar in Daikanyama. I drop by a lot? How about there? Ah, this might be the way to do it. Because I think there's this bar that's got the SOS members in it. Very fashionable yet relaxed neighbourhood in Shibuya. High-end boutiques, high-end restaurants, high-end confectionery shops, high-end cafes, high-end interior design stores, and high-end residential housing all line the streets. A settlement dating back 2,000 years to the Yayoi period has been excavated in Daikanyama, but it cannot be said for sure whether its dwellings were high-end for the time. Yeah, that'll work fine. Okay, start by heading north from Shibuya Station. After a while, you'll hit a three-way intersection. Turn left there, and then about 100 metres after that, take a right. Along the way, there'll be a side street that branches off at a diagonal. Go down that and take a right at the second intersection. Then head right down the stairs there, and it'll look like you need to go left at this slightly curving incline, but go right. We're gonna get lost, and we're gonna get a bad end here. And okay, this is getting way too complicated. Forget it. I'll pick a place. Minamikawa suggested the cafe by the station. By now it was comfortably familiar. He quickly described the location. Okay, Toyama said, Cafe Lautric, got it, I'll see you there. He hung up and Minamikawa quickly gathered his belongings. Okay, that didn't seem to change anything. But you see that changes it to a to be continued rather than a bad end. No, Toyama is the old man that owns this like not printing company, but it's like it's sort of like a newspaper. But he's massively in debt, and Minamikawa is trying to help him out of debt by writing the paper before the deadline is up. Actually, no, that's not going to change the thing, is it? We gave the right answer there. Oh, fuck me. What is... Oh, my God, it's so annoying. Well, let's change that back. Too far into the game, so no point in explaining who's who. You asked? Kind of. I think I've checked all of these. I really don't know. Is that... How the fuck do I change the keep out? I don't think it's anything to do with this either. No. It shouldn't be anyway. Right, where should we meet? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm kind of losing track of who's who myself, really. Just give us 3 more days. Try to find it in your heart to wait 3 more days. That's not happening. Katayama didn't so much as bat an eyelash. You have 10 minutes and 46 seconds left. You son of a bitch. This is all the same. Does that actually change anything? No. It's not this jump, is it? Am I being fucking stupid? Is it this jump? Did I just forget to check this jump? No, it isn't. And that scene is where I got the idea of being a model in a stream. Scene where the guy with the long hair pointed the finger at the camera. He does that a lot. That could have been any one of a lot of times there. Oh my god, I'm really I'm getting ready to give up. It's not that one, is it? Because this is getting to a point where I've no clue how to progress this. No, I've already done that, haven't I? Yeah, that's the previous hour. Don't give up, skeleton. Try finger butthole. Oh god, we're getting into Dark Souls stuff now. Yeah, because there's nothing there. Oh wait, we've gone too far back, haven't we? Yeah. I only played Dark Souls 2 and gave up after like 4 hours. It's hard. I mean, I've only half done Dark Souls 1. Yeah, it's not that. Oh my god! Why can't I figure out how to do it? Should I just try the others? Is it actually gonna be one of these? Done all of those. Like, it can't be these, can it? The only thing I think is like I've probably picked the right order, like the right ones already, but the order that I've picked it in is wrong. Oh wait, hang on. I just had a thought. But if I do that and talk about the noodles and then go to the noodle place, does that change anything? No, I played through Dark Souls 1 when it first came out, but I only got about halfway through and then I stopped for some reason. No, that's still a bad end. Let me just try this. I mean, Dark Souls 1, when did that come out? That was, I don't know where my copy is to... Oh, there it is. When did that come out? If Nath was here, he'd be able to tell me straight away. Oh, shit. That came out in 2011. So, yeah, it's a good couple of years old now. That wasn't Sonic 06. No, that's... I couldn't let Sonic 06 be killed, could I? 8 o'clock, And where's your guarantee that you'll finish by then? We will, just trust me. I'm supposed to heedlessly trust the word of a man I've just met. Catty, I'm amused. This is a bit different, I think. No, it's not. Fuck me. It's a that was 99 Nights that fell down. And yeah, of course it's within reach. I mean, if you're talking about 360 games or 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, Wii, they're all within arm's reach. It's just if you start talking about like original Xbox or Sega Saturn, that I'm gonna have to go looking for it. No, I didn't say it on the disc. I put it back on the shelf. Don't worry. That changed nothing. I feel like that's where the change is, though. So that changes that back. Like, it can't be the common name thing, right? Why would that change things so much? Endo. Oh, fuck me! Is it literally that? Fuck's sake! It's so annoying. That's so obscure. I won't give up totally, I have to do it. I have to do it. I cannot let a game beat me. I'm too stubborn. The workroom door slowly eased open. I'm going to turn the Xbox on though, ready for later. Aichi was too shocked for words. The girl who entered looked just like Hitomi. Maria! Hitomi! Aichi blinked in bewilderment. It was almost as if Hitomi was standing in front of a mirror. The two girls looked so similar. Maria, thank goodness you're alright. I'm so sorry I had you worried. Maria was safe, Aichi realised. At last he had managed to fulfill his duty. How did you manage to get out of the storeroom? Daisuke had gone pale. Tell me, Maria said sharply. Who was it who came up with this kidnapping plan? Suddenly Daisuke shoved Maria aside and lunged for Hitomi. Stanley moved to stop him, but before he could intervene, the older man had a hold on Hitomi, pressing something that looked like a flashlight up against her neck. Dad? Aichi started towards him, but Stanley held up a hand. Don't move. That's a stun gun. If he zaps her in the neck, it could kill her. A piece of self-defense equipment for repelling would-be attackers with an electrical shock. There are several types, including baton-type stun prods and guns that fire needles attached to flexible wires. The latter type especially is frequently referred to in the US as a taser or taser gun, due to the popular models produced by Taser International, now Axon. Stun guns are used not only by civilians but also by law enforcement and military personnel for non-lethal applications. Yeah, she's pretty, isn't she? I'm gonna play some more Forza later. It's a nice it's you know, it's a nice game to kind of it's totally different from this one. And I can play multiplayer with Skip as well. You know your stuff, Daisuke said. You deal in American electronics? No, I do this for a living. Stanley drew his gun in an instant, taking aim at Daisuke's forehead. Right, are we going to go for A or B here? Wait, hold on. Aichi interposed himself between Stanley and his father. Or B, Aichi was too shocked to even move. I don't think this is going to change. I think both of these are probably going to go the same way. Well, yeah, no, Forza definitely isn't similar to this. We'll intervene. Okay. Wait, hold on. Aichi interposed himself between Stanley and his father. Dad, let Hitomi go. You need to stop this nonsense. Aichi walked slowly toward his father, a pleading look in his eyes. Nonsense? Which one of us is talking nonsense here? You don't know what's going on. If you knew everything, then you'd be helping me. What do you mean, everything? With this girl's heart, we can save Suzune. Dad, who was it exactly that told you that? Daisuke did not reply. I asked you a question. Who is it that put this crazy idea into your head? A foreign organ trafficker I met at the hospital, Daisuke muttered. In Japan, a medical professional known as a transplant coordinator handles the liaison between the donor and recipient parties. There are many cases of illegal or borderline illegal activity carried out by third-party organ brokers. There are countries where organ transplants are openly performed for monetary gain, and no shortage of specialists willing to do the job. These questionable markets include suppliers who source viable organs and tissue for transplants from cadavers. That's scary, isn't it, to think that you could have like a fucking kidney stolen or something. How's it going, Spidey? You always confuse me because there's now two Spideys. Or is there? Is it the same Spidey? Who's to know? It's intervene. Oh. With the V. Oh, I think that's a different person. It's not Spider-Man likes Pepsi. I don't think. It could be. Stanley let out a snort. A likely story. It's true. I was suspicious at first myself, Daisuke said stubbornly. But I couldn't just sit around and wait for Suzune to die. and after talking to him about her rare blood type and all the difficulties in performing a transplant, he promised he'd do everything in his power. Daisuke's hands were trembling. Tears welled up in his vacant and bloodshot eyes. Then a while later he got back in touch and told me he'd found a potential match. Someone with the same blood type as Suzune and roughly the same age. But then he told me that the girl was still alive. And so what was the point? Her heart might be a match for Suzune's, but it didn't matter if we couldn't get our hands on it. And I said that, but then the man told me. He told you what? Eiichi bit his lip. He told me to abduct her and turn her over to him. After that, he'd find a way to make it all work. At last, Daisuke had confessed. Now Eiichi had to try to come to grips with the truth he had just heard. I had to do something, his father continued vehemently. I had to abduct this girl and see things through. I just couldn't take it. Katone had already been taken from me. The thoughts of losing Suzune too. I had to make sure I didn't fail. So it's this organ trafficker who came up with the kidnapping scheme then, Stanley said. He kept his gun aimed at his target. Daisuke nodded. Describe him for me. He was tall, had black hair, spoke fluent Japanese. Stanley raised an eyebrow at that. Eiichi wondered if he had some idea who it might be. But it's probably Alphard, right? And taking Maria Sawa hostage in order to lure out Hitomi, that was his idea as well? Yeah. Yes, that's right. I allowed his computer to access my surveillance camera system as well. But then, this morning I got a call from the hospital saying Suzune's condition was critical. I couldn't wait any longer. I had to help my girl right away. And then... Daisuke cut himself off, reaffirming his grip on his stun gun. I was looking at the surveillance monitor and I saw a detective I happened to know. He was right next to this girl here. And so I decided to ask him. I knew if I did, he wouldn't refuse. He could never refuse a request from me. So that's Takeno. What's going on? Yeah, no, there's but there's a lot of Spideys. There is a lot of Spideys. And that was the man with the cane? Eiichi asked. His voice was low and hoarse. Yes. I was giving him directions while I followed you on the monitors. Dad, you need to let go of Hitomi now. There's no point to this. Eiichi took another step closer to his father. There is a point. If I kill this girl here and now, your sister can get the surgery she needs. But even Eiichi knew that things couldn't possibly work out that way. His father had grown so desperate to help Suzune that he'd lost all sense of judgment. Why, Eiichi? Why won't you help me? Don't you want to save Suzune? Suzune's his sister, by the way. Daisuke made a pathetic sight. And yet his desperation to save his child was so palpable it was heartrending. Eiichi thought back to that time he'd laid his father out when sparring. No matter how pathetic he may have looked, Eiichi had always felt that sense of paternal love from him. You're not going to be able to talk him down, Stanley murmured. Eiichi shook his head. Stanley, he said, lower your gun. Tears were welling up in his eyes. Please, lower your gun. Hearing the determination in Eiichi's voice, Stanley quietly complied. Eiichi stepped up to Daisuke, getting a firm grip on his father's slender shoulder. Dad, of course I want to help Suzune. Then why are you trying to stop me? Dad, do you think this is what she'd want you to do? Daisuke's face fell. Did Suzune ask for this, Dad? Did she tell you to take someone else's heart so that she could live longer? Did she, Dad? Suddenly the fight seemed to ebb from Daisuke's body. The stun gun hung limply in his hand. If Suzune asked me to go and get someone's heart for her, I wouldn't object. I'd help her, just like she wanted. I wouldn't let you bear these crimes by yourself. But that's not what this is it? Suzune would never ask us to do something like this, would she? By now, tears were streaming down Eiichi's cheeks. He knew that his father thought about Suzune more than he thought of anyone else. And so he should know full well that she would never want this. Suzune's not like me. She's smart, she's kind, and she'd never be happy about taking someone else's heart. Even if it saved her life, I'm sure she'd never accept that. She wouldn't be able to live with it, knowing something so horrible had happened to someone else for her sake. Isn't that the Suzune we know? Daisuke's cheeks were smeared with tears now as well. But then we're not going to be able to help her. The sound of father and son weeping echoed through the workroom. Maybe so. Maybe we won't. But that's better than the misery and suffering she'd have to live with. It's getting really emotional. Daisuke slumped to his knees on the floor, collapsing like a crumbling mound of sand. Hitomi, freed from his grip, stood motionless. There were tears in her eyes too. You're such an idiot, Dad. Such a complete, utter idiot. Sobbing, Eiichi embraced his father. Ah. Wow, I've missed loads of chat. Marcelo, why are you trying to? You're always trying to fist off Guarana. I've forgotten how to say it already. Guarana, already. Mr. Tickles, WTF, as they would say. That's what I hear. What the young kids are saying these days. Tickle raid. Oh my god! Wow. I'm kind of shocked, dude. I think that's possibly the biggest host I've ever had. Holy shit. Dude. I am in awe. I haven't even dropped into your channel for ages. I feel bad now. Guys, welcome to the stream. My name is Soundshower. I play some random shit, as you're about to see in a little bit. Playing a visual novel game at the moment, playing Forza later. I don't think you could get two very different genres, could you? Tickles, how was your stream, dude? I would give you a shout out, but your raiding party is doing a good job of of holding up the chat so far. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks for the bits, dude. Oh, Jesus. I'm not used to this, guys. I'm not used to so much chat. Tickles, what are you playing, dude? Actually, did you... You're very efficient raiders. I can see that, Bailey. I can see that. Love the accent. CK, it's pretty much the only thing I've got going for me. I'm short and old, so the accent is literally all I've got. Oh wow! Oh my god! It's not even keeping up with the follows. Clorox, Lord Malise, and CK Classic. Thank you for following. Very kind of you guys. Oh, you're playing Odyssey. Is it good? Tickles. Is it good? Holy shit! I'm not used to this many follows either. I'm so sorry to host and run. I need to take off. Keep my family company. Seems like it'd be really good. Well, no, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Honestly, go and keep your family company. I'll try and look after your extended family here. Thanks so much, dude. I really appreciate it. I am accepting your love. I am actually going to show you something. I don't know if Mr. Tickle is aware of this. I'm sure he probably is already. But I found a picture of him the other day in a shop. I'm gonna go full screen a minute so I can show you guys. Let me show you here. Oh my god, I'm really not... Guys, I'm really not used to this many follows. I've had a bit of a drought with follows recently, so this is making me a little bit emotional. So yeah, I found this in the in a bric-a-brac shop here, and I was like, hang on a minute, I recognise that guy. Where have I seen him before? That's where the name came from. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if they did Mr. Men books over there, Tickle. Oh dear, I wish I had like a more hype way to introduce a raid, but I really don't. It's another one of those things that I've kind of been working on, and yeah, I haven't got anything for you. I'm really sorry. Go get Tickles. Go, come on, go. I'll look after them. But yeah, guys, honestly, thank you for coming in. Even if it's just a quick visit, I really appreciate it. Good TV and Queen Bailey, thank you for the follows. I really appreciate it. Daddy Tickles. It's funny, people call me Daddy Sound at the moment with this game because I'm essentially reading you guys a bedtime story. Any friend of Tickles is a friend of ours. I appreciate that, CK. I really do. I'm always up for making some more friends. Always up for making some more friends. And he's one of those streamers that I try and raid like random streamers a lot of the time, but I find that more often than not, I just go back to my, the guys that I've raided before. And Tickles welcomed me into his stream. So yeah, I've gone back to his stream a couple of times now. Cried and Tag, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. Although I said I get emotional, you're unlikely to get tears from me. Not yet, anyway. Although actually, this part of the game was pretty emotional so far. How's it going, Crichton? The only thing is, guys, I'm a little bit worried because I don't know if this game is going to be your sort of thing. Because I'm about 25 hours into a visual novel, and the story's kind of, it's all over the place. It's very complicated. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be playing a bit of Forza later if any of you guys are interested in that. Oh, no, Marcella, let's not start with the cheese stuff. Let's not start saying... let's try to keep the people following just for a minute. I don't want to put them off too quickly. Well, Queen, it's more self-deprecating humour. I'm 32, not 31. Yeah, I know I'm not that old. I just make a joke about it. Yes, good. Yes, 1985 crew. Well, possibly 1985 crew. Yeah, Crichton, this is my pride and joy. This room. You can sort of see kind of how far back it goes, but I've been collecting games since, well, probably late 90s. That's probably when I started. When I first got a paper round, that's when I first started collecting games. Is that a really big glass for your midget hands? No, this is a 2-pint glass. Because then I don't have to get up so much. 24 and you feel old. Malaise, come on, man. You can't be feeling old at 24, dude. It's when you hit 30, that's when you're allowed, I think. At least a little bit. Yeah, Crichton, it's from Donkey Kong Country. It's the underwater level. It's the Wii U version specifically. It's Tropical Freeze, I think. How long have I been streaming? CK, do you mean in general or just today? Today I've only been streaming about an hour and 20 minutes. In general, I lost my job at the end of April, and I've done full-time streaming since the 1st of May. So just over 5 months. Yeah, I did like some random streaming in between, but I didn't go full time until then. However, I'm currently living off of my redundancy money, and it's slowly dripping away over the months. But yeah, I can get a part-time job to try and keep this going, hopefully. Oh, sorry, it's Malice. Okay, I'll try and remember that. I'll call you Malice. Luckily I'm still at home. I pay my parents a bit of rent. I pay them £200 a month, which is what I paid when I was working. Because I didn't want to put them out of pocket just because I've lost the job. And I felt like that way they'd be a bit more, because they weren't too happy with me doing this full time at first, because they weren't sure like what it was all about. But I think I've done all right trying to build this up so far. It's just it's tough. It's tough. We just all work together. That's why I like raiding people like Mr. Tickles, and we can all help each other out, trying to increase our viewership and whatnot. You and I in the same boat, brother. Lost my job in February. Decided to give streaming a shot and been very blessed so far. Crane, have you hang on? Can I let me just do a shout out for Mr. Tickles. I don't think we got a proper one out there, did we? There you go. So there's Tickles. Yeah, Crichton, are you streaming as well? I'm guessing you are. If why can't you do a shout out? I think you might have. You should be able to. Oh, I think you might have spelt his name wrong. Maybe. Let me just shout out Crichton here. Let's have a look. Oh, Crichton, you're a wow man. Alliance or Horde? You've done it off and on for the past 3 years now. Yeah, good. What sort of stuff do you do? Because before that, the only stuff that I generally did was I used to do E3 reactions. So I'd watch all the E3 conferences and do that. But apart from that, I didn't really do it. I was a bit shy and very tired after getting in from work as well. Keep going, Sam. I received a raid today that had 76 viewers in my stream this morning. Sent half of that Tickles way earlier today. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. Yeah, that's it, dude. I mean, it's that. Like I said, 25 people is the most I've ever had in a host. So I'm really, I'm kind of like, I'm still trying to take it in, really. I really am. Oh, you're an alliance man. Okay, we can be friends. No, I don't mind either way, but oh, you don't need to do the tag. Oh, yeah. I haven't played for a while, but I've actually got I've got this sitting next to me to be installed at some point. I'm just kind of scared to get back into the game and lose my entire life again. I love the Twitch community; it's so positive. CK, it's true, isn't it? Like it's simultaneously the nicest and most toxic place on the entire planet. There's only the two opposite ends, isn't there? Two extremes. But I've been plugging away with it. I'm not going to give up on it. I've wanted to do this for years, so I started streaming at the beginning of the year, but didn't get serious about it until last month. Hang on, can we give Malice a shout out as well? Let's see. Wow, we're all playing different. That's what I really like to see that we're all playing different things. What's this? Possibly the most view accounts so far. Last time I remember was 20 from Yakuza Porn. No, you know what? I got a random influx of people during one of the Yakuza games when Carnage was playing it, and they came over from his stream after he finished. I think we got up to about 53 then, but I didn't know about it, which is kind of the way I like it. I don't really like to know how many viewers are watching. I kind of like to try and pretend that there's, 100 or 200 at any one time, because otherwise I feel like I won't talk quite as much. Super hyped to find another Alliance player to support. Crichton, I've not actually played WoW since just after Legion came out, so I'm really far behind. It's great that gamers can finally do a job they love. Well, yeah, CK, I worked in a game shop before this. And that, you know, so I've been. I was working in a game shop for. Well, the one that I lost the job from, I worked there for 10.5 years, and then I worked in another little one for another 2 years before that. So I've done about 12 years of games retail, and I didn't do it for the money. I did it because I love the games, you know. Mix of creative and games. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, guys, yeah, sorry, I should mention. There's a link to the Discord if you want to join it. I'm always up for. I know it's difficult to split yourself up into too many Discord channels, but if you want to join, there it is. Always, you know, chat about all sorts of stuff. It's not just games. I'm big into anime and movies as well. So, okay, if you ever jump in and want to meet with some people online, don't hesitate to hit me up. We'd love to network with you. That'd be cool, dude. Like I said, I'll have to hang on. Let me write your names down because I'll try and follow you later on. Because you guys seem decent, and I want to. I'm trying to get rid of my list of massive streamers off my list because there's no need for me to really raid them ever. I'd rather try and make some friends with some smaller streamers. So we've got Crichton, CK, Lord Malay, Malice. Sorry, I keep saying Malays. I'm really sorry, dudes. I just want to make sure I spell your name right. There you go. And my chat window is very small, so sorry. I'm trying to keep up here. Just point out I already did Discord. Don't think I'm about. No, don't worry. I didn't think that. I didn't think that at all. It happened to come up at the right time. I think now might be a good time. This is a bit of a shilling moment, but I was going to do a big kind of song and dance about it and try and make it a bit, you know, like a funny thing. But I figure now that we've actually got some people watching, it's like, oh, it's a bit hot in here, isn't it? It's a bit hot. Oh, look at that! Look who's got a T-shirt of their merch. I got this in the post the other day. Earlier today. Finally, and I was sort of waiting for this to come, and it's like, oh, bit of shameless self-promotion. Can't go wrong with that. Oh dear. I'm actually really surprised at how good it is, because it's one of those Streamlabs ones, and it's the cheapest one, and I'm like, oh, I'll give it a go, but I don't know if it's going to be any good. It's actually alright. I'm actually pretty happy with it. Not Lord Mayonnaise. Oh god. Do you like that name, Malice? I've got a small laptop here as my second screen. It's not great, but it's kind of okay for chat. It would be nice if I could have a big sort of another screen up here, but I'm actually playing on a telly, so I don't have the room for it. You're wearing one of your own T-shirt designs, so I feel you. Well, I thought, you know, it kind of makes it look a bit more professional, doesn't it? So I thought I might as well get one. And I don't want to potentially sell this stuff and then it be shit. So I thought I'd give it a go. You're gonna get the Soundshower iPhone case. Dude, you don't have to do that, honestly. I only put those on there just to fill up some spaces, if anything. Oh, you came up with the name and it kind of stuck. Skit, how's it going, man? You've come into probably the busiest the channel's been in a long while. So currently, this is a talking stream now, just while we have a chat with people. I hope you guys don't mind. I kind of like to take some time to chat to people when we get some new fresh blood in. Oh, you regret your decision? Okay. I mean, it could be worse, I guess. I need to do a room tour. Dude, that's it. You can see the whole thing. Look, there's my posters up here. Here's my Sonic with a Mario hat because I like to annoy both Mario and Sonic fans. And then here is my wall of games, which are my children instead of actual children. Oh wait, hang on. I didn't know you could update the stream. I honestly didn't know you could do that. Show us the Sonic plushie. Okay, hang on. Hopefully my wire is long enough on this. I mean, essentially, this is my... oh shit. This is my stream mascot. Yeah, we got a Cappy from work before like Christmas last year, and I managed to get hold of one. This thing is fucking tight, by the way. It does not go on my head too well at all. Yeah, there's my Sonic. Sonic is basically the reason I'm into games in the first place. I got a Mega Drive back in 1992 with Sonic 1 and 2, and it changed my life. Your PC is your child. Dude, they cost as much as a child, almost, don't they, to keep going. Your girlfriend slapped the shit out of you because Tickle started calling her Lady Mayonnaise. Oh dear. I like that. Well, I don't condone physical abuse, but as long as she didn't hit you too hard, it can be funny. Oh god, let's not do the whole Bowsette thing. There's already been a version of Sonic with the fucking crown on. Who needs children when you can have games? Well, CK, the benefit is that no girl will touch me because I've got too many games, so I can't have children. I know that's not true. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Jeez, man, me and you are on the same level. I was big into Sega during their prime. Dreamcast was severely underrated. Croydon, I've got this is my kind of claim to fame. I own every PAL Dreamcast game that ever came out. Dreamcast was my favourite system. I loved the Dreamcast. Zelda got you into it, Malice. I love Zelda as well. I'm a bit late to the Zelda. There's a few Zelda games that I should have played that I haven't played. I've also realised, like, why am I looking down here when it's up on the fucking screen? I don't know. You guys have, like, thrown me. All this tickles, love. My first system and game was a SNES with Link to the Past. Yeah, Link to the Past is one of the Zeldas that I should have played, but I haven't yet. Never had a SNES. Growing up, I didn't get one until I want to say like 10 years ago. But by that point, it was impossible to get any games cheap. Okay, so she wasn't hitting you too hard then, Malice. Okay, then it's funny. But yeah, Cried and I, it's I luckily I got in there before it was prohibitively expensive, and I'd collected most of the expensive ones like new. Because I wanted to play them when it first came out. You know, like I think it was like Shenmue and Skies of Arcadia and stuff like that. The only really hard one to find was there was a French-only version of Taxi 2, which is terrible, but is incredibly rare now. I have to go, but I'll definitely be back. Have a great stream, man. CK, honestly, dude, thanks for stopping in. I really, really appreciate it. I know, like, you know, everyone raids occasionally, but you didn't have to stay, so I really, really appreciate that. No, well, don't change the title because we'll get back to the game soon enough. I don't think they're not gonna like TOS ban me for talking for a little bit. I would say. OG Game Boy is my drug. Skit, I actually had one of those before the Mega Drive. I got one of those in '91, and I think I got Tetris and Super Mario Land with it. But the Mega Drive is my first real love. That kind of set me in motion. It's called an emulator. Yeah, I know, Lord, but there's something nice about collecting physical games. Yeah, I like having actual copies of games. That's well, you can fucking see that, can't you? Oh wait, have you changed the title as well? Cam, thank you for the bits. That's so kind. 102 bits. Does that make you top? Oh, not quite. Thank you, Cam. I really appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, title's the same. Yeah, keep it. Yeah, keep it at that. We'll just change the game title later when we go back to the game. You have 40 Game Boy games. Parents sold it off. Very upset about that till this day. You know what? My friend's mate did that with his SNES games, and he had stuff like Super Castlevania 4 and all sorts of stuff. And oh god, it's. I think he didn't even sell them. He gave them away, and it was like, you know, if he had them now, it'd be like £400 or £500 worth of games. Cam, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. That's honestly, guys, you've kind of blown me away here. How many of you have followed? There's been 7 of you have followed from Tickle Stream. I'm absolutely stunned. I really am. I've been feeling a bit shit recently because I've been playing this game which is really, really niche. And you know, I know it's not all about the follows, but it gets difficult when you've had like really good growth on other games and then suddenly nothing. So yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm going to say appreciate 17 times now. You're planning to rebuy stuff. Gotta head out, mate. Gotta get my stream together. Gonna be drinking my ass off for this stream. Oh god, Malice, how drunk are you planning to get? Because I might have to stop by and see that later if I'm still about. I'm going to be finishing in about 4.5 hours time. So if you're around, if one of you are around, I'm going to try and raid you. I get that. Grew big with CS:GO. Now I'm WoW again and nothing. I just used to play what I enjoy. Yeah, that's it, dude. That's kind of what gets me through it. I just kind of want to play what I like, because I feel like if I'm playing stuff that I like, I'm gonna interact with you guys better, you know. Always hold the face sounds. You never know. Honestly, when you'll see a new level of support, we're here for you, brother, and it's on support you going forward. I'll be around many times. Really cool dude, and I'd love to chat with you more. Oh wow, now you're actually gonna make me emotional. Crying, I mean, dude, that's really kind, man. Like I said, I'd love to pop into your guys' stream as well. It just depends on, you know, time zones. I'm definitely gonna have to check your stuff out though, all of you. Depends on how many subs, donations, and 100 bits I get. Malice, be careful. There's a TOS thing about that. I think if you're encouraging people to, you know, just as a warning, because I've heard this from other people. If you use bits or subs as an incentive for you to drink, I think that can be. I think they're not happy about that. So just be careful. That's all I'll say. Because I was thinking of doing that as well. I've kind of been looking into it. not necessarily that, but you know, a drinking stream. A shot of whiskey though, fucking hell, you're gonna be absolutely tanked. You eat ghost pickled peppers. Holy shit, dude! Your stomach's gonna be knackered, or your tongue. Yeah, but it's expensive, isn't it? Whiskey? Well, it can be. It depends what you're drinking, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, but yeah, Maris, be careful, because I mean, depending on how big you are, they might not have caught wind of you doing it yet. You know, I'd hate to see you get I mean, you probably wouldn't get an immediate, like, permanent ban, but you might get like a warning. You can do, I think you can do normal drinking streams though. That's fine, as long as you're not getting like absolutely bladdered and like falling asleep on stream. Unfortunately, you're just meeting me today, but if you look at any of my posts, you'll know that I care much more about building quality friendships and numbers. No, yeah, I mean, Crichton, that's kind of the thing I want to do now, because it's the thing, apart from chatting to, well, you guys, making friends with other streamers is like the second best thing about this, I think. I can't really call it a job yet because I'm not making a lot of money, but yeah, I love making new stream friends, because it's very hard to make friends in real life anymore, I find. I don't know if you guys find that. Since I've left especially since I've left work, it's very difficult to meet new people. No, that's not it, Malice. No, they what they say is that it's an incentive to get you more drunk, though. I could be wrong. I just think it's something to look into, just so you don't get any grief from Twitch. But yeah, wow. I suppose I should probably play a game in a minute, shouldn't I? See, I've wanted to do like kind of a drunk stream. Have you guys? Do you guys know about Salty Bet? Have you ever watched Salty Bet on Twitch? I've always wanted to kind of get a few friends around, and then we take turns in drinking, like betting, and then drinking if we lose the bet. Croydon, it's a Mugen kind of stream, but they put in loads of random characters, and then you can bet like fake money against who's going to win. But the fights are really stupid. It's super fun though. You spam the pet section on Discord. Skit, I'll have to have a look at that afterwards, dude. Can we switch games while we're at it? No. Oh, I need to finish off this chapter. Because I need to finish this game off so I can get this sent off, and then I can play Fist of the North Star next week. Ideally. You know when to stop, Malice. Okay, that's cool. Just tipsy. Yeah, that's probably fine then. Yeah, don't get annihilated. But yeah, no, thanks, Malice. You too, man. I hope you have a good stream. Like I said, if one of you four is about, I'll try and check you out later. I might be dropping you a raid. It won't be as big as Tickle's raids, but I'll try and see one of you if I can. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stop in and chat for too long because it'll be 2:30 in the morning my time, and I've finally got my sleeping pattern fixed. But I'll come in and I'll drop in some love. But yeah, have a good one, dude. And yeah, guys, apologies if anyone's sticking around. I do apologise. This game is probably going to be a bit too. Well, you're not going to have a bloody clue what's going on. And I can give you a kind of a basic rundown, but there's a lot of there's been a lot of twists and turns in this story. Oh dear. I wish I could hear this Donkey Kong song. Unfortunately, I can't hear it in my headphones. It's only you guys that get to enjoy it. Right, you ready for Daddy Sounds to read you a bedtime story? Let's switch back over here, shall we? There you go. Why don't I get to hear the music? It's Crane, it's just the way I've set up the source. It just doesn't let me hear it, which I'm fine with. I don't want to get fed up with the song, because these chats like that, I usually do a chat at the beginning and a chat at the end of the stream, and if I was to hear that song over and over and over again, I'd probably end up hating it, and I don't want to, because it's like one of my relaxing songs. I like where this is going already. Love me a good bedtime story. Yeah, weird game warning. Oh, do you mind changing it back to 428? It won't be 428 Shibuya Scramble. It's 428 something else. I don't know if it shows up. I'll have to learn that command. I honestly didn't know that was a command. That's the one. Sweet, thanks, man. Let me try and give you a bit of a basic rundown. So we've had 5 characters we've been taking control of. We're now down to 4, and the general gist is there was well, let me tell you where we've got to. We're at a point now where there is a virus that is about to be unleashed upon Shibuya, and we've got 2 twins. One of the twins has the virus in her, which is about to go. It's going to go airborne in about 2 hours' time in game. Her sister, her twin sister, has the antivirus in her bloodstream, and there's lots of different parties involved. There's there's bioterrorists. They've got with just this bit we're at right now. There is a father who is trying to save his daughter, and one of the twins has the same blood type that is needed for his daughter. So he was planning to get her killed, so that her heart could be transplanted into his daughter. And oh my god, yes, it's pretty all over the place. Didn't think the game was that deep. I thought it was some kind of murder mystery. Yeah, it was like at the start. I don't know if any of you guys have played Yakuza before, but it's kind of like that in that, like, parts of it were really serious, and then parts of it were quite stupid. And some of the you get bad endings in this. So if you go in the wrong direction, you'll kind of see there's like multiple choices we can make, which send the story, splitting off into different directions. Some of those can be stupid, but now the game's kind of settled on like it's kind of serious now. But yeah, it's a little bit weird. I've not played many visual novel games before. This is probably only about the second or third I've ever played, and this is by far the longest I've ever played. Oh, the screenshot I took. Yeah, actually, I could probably show you that, couldn't I? Can I show that? Where do these screenshots get saved again? How are they in here? Hang on, I've just realised that the game sound is muted. Yeah, where's the screenshots go again? I forget. I don't think I've ever looked for the screenshots before. It's not in storage, is it? Capture gallery. Oh, it might be here. Yeah, here you go. There you go. We had that about 10 or 20 minutes ago before you guys raided. I was planning to use that as the YouTube thumbnail for the final part. But yeah, it does get weird. It definitely gets weird. Right, I'm gonna go over to full screen here. I'm not totally sure if the game's loud enough or not, but we shall see. Right, so there was a sudden thud from near the door. Everyone turned to look. Maria had crumpled to the floor. So Maria is one of the twins. She's the twin that has the virus in her. And a newcomer had appeared. At some point, Kanan had silently entered the room. Now she cradled Maria in her arms. So Kanan's basically she trained Maria. She met her in the Middle East. They didn't say which country. They just said Middle East. And kind of trained her and gave her a few moves. But Kanan's basically she's like a teenage assassin. Standing in the doorway was a man H.E. didn't recognise, his face pale. So you see some of the text is red here. If we click on that, it lets us skip over to a different character. So we'll then play from that character's point of view. Long-haired guy looks straight out of a manga. Yeah, kind of. I can kind of see what you mean, Alt. So before this point, Crichton, we couldn't progress past that point in the story for him because we had to wait until we got this trigger to go across. After the young man's desperate pleading, the other fellow, apparently his father, finally gave in. He released his hold on Hitomi. The tension in the room was replaced by a solemn air of gravitas. Seeing father and son weeping as they spoke made Kano think back to his conversation with Teteno before the stakeout. What was it in people that drove them to do such horrible things? Sometimes it was the desire to save the ones they loved. Even such a heartfelt human emotion could drive someone to wrongdoing. Why? Why did people have to be like that? A sudden thud snapped Kano out of his musing. An instant later, Kanan hurried past him into the workroom. Maria had collapsed on the floor, and now Kanan was beside her. In a panic, Kano rushed into the workroom as well. "Stay back!" Kanan shouted as the others tried to huddle around the fallen girl. "Please don't be what I think this is." Had the virus gone symptomatic? 2 hours ago, Stanley had told Kano that Maria was infected. He'd also said that her symptoms wouldn't develop for another 4 hours. Shouldn't they still have 2 more hours to go? Maria looked like she was dead. Her eyes closed, her body motionless. Hitomi tried to approach despite Kanan's warning. "Maria!" she cried. "Maria, what's wrong?" Kano held his arms wide to hold her back. "Your sister has been infected with the Ua virus." "The Ua virus?" Hitomi's face went pale. "Hey," Kano said to Kanan, "should you really be that close? If she's developed symptoms..." But Kanan didn't move from Maria's side. She calmly rested her hand on the other girl's forehead. "There's no fever," she said. "There's no blood coming from her ears, no lymph swelling. I'll be alright. She hasn't gone symptomatic yet." "In that case, why did she collapse?" Hitomi asked. "I'm not sure yet. Whatever the case, if we don't get her that antiviral, she's done for." I don't think she's eaten all day. I think Maria was actually trapped in a giant cat costume at the beginning of the game. And she had amnesia, so she didn't know who she was. But yeah, she got stuck in the suit and wasn't able to eat food, so maybe it's that. Listen, brother, I've got your stream up to keep the views going strong. I'll be back again shortly, I promise. No worries, Croydon. Honestly, thanks, man. I appreciate the lurk. The Ua virus. Oh. Then we have to get her to the lab right away, Hitomi said. She was trembling with anxiety. "No, that's not an option." Kano's tone was grave. "You may already be aware, Mr. Sauer, but without a password we can't access the antiviral storage." "But when I went there, my father and Mr. Tanaka..." "Momori Tanaka is dead. Murdered." "What?" She stared at him uncomprehendingly. No, that can't be true. He was a member of a crime syndicate. It's possible they killed him in order to silence him. So then, there's no way to save my sister? There was a hollow look in Hitomi's eyes. "No, I won't accept that. Why? Why can't we help her?" But no one had an answer. Kano gritted his teeth and hung his head. Why did it have to come to this? He'd come this far, but there was nothing he could do, and he hated himself for it. Skit's pet names were awesome. I'm kind of intrigued now. What are his pets' names? Oh, I'll go to the laboratory. I'll go to the laboratory. It was Kanan. "Electronic lock breaking is my speciality." "Wait." The young man, H.E., spoke up suddenly. "So you're a martial arts badass, but your speciality is lock breaking?" He looked positively dumbstruck. Kanan ignored him, thinking out loud. Brute force, side channel, shortcut? Given the situation, I think I have to go with side channel. So they're going to explain what all of these mean now. So brute force is a cryptanalysis technique. Sorry, cryptanalysis technique. It involves test input of all theoretically possible patterns. If time were unlimited, this would be the most reliable means of decipherment. However, in practice, the process takes massive amounts of time and computational power and can be defeated by systems that prohibit access after a limited number of failed input attempts. Side channel. Rather than trying to decipher the password itself, this method involves analysing information from the device, such as processing time, power consumption, and electromagnetic leaks. and using these details to exploit the system. Isolating the run state of devices is a crucial element of counteracting side-channel attacks. Or, shortcut, a cryptanalysis method that uses mathematical algorithms to carry out efficient bulk calculations against a block cipher that makes use of a shared key for encryption and decryption. Even when such calculations are theoretically possible, however, in practice the process requires large amounts of time and the block cipher is seldom at real risk. There you go, guys. We've got Idiot's Guide to Hacking, I guess. He's got a snake called Beatrix. Oh, Skitch, sorry, you are here. I'm not going to talk about you in the third person. Fishy called Smaug. Oh, okay, so you've got the snake. What's Beatrix from? Skip. Because I know, yeah, I know Smaug, obviously. But Beatrix, the only Beatrix that I know is Beatrix Potter. Beatrix sounds like a Pokemon. Okay. Oh, it's from Kill Bill. Oh, it's the name of the bride. Okay. Deadly like a snake. I guess that's what you're going for. Oh, I really like that. I like that gif from. Is it Kung Fury? Of Hackerman. Black Mamba, which is a snake. Right. Okay. It's been a long time since I've seen those films. Black Mambas are really poisonous, aren't they? Sorry, is it toxic or poison? Yeah, poisonous, isn't it? It's poisonous. They're poisonous if they bite you and you get unwell, and they're toxic if you bite them and you get unwell. Yeah. So that's the way around it is, isn't it? Yeah. I kept making that mistake of calling them like toxic instead of poisonous. Right, let's keep going. How's she going to do this? Side channel? Stanley asked. Where's your equipment? One of the lab PCs will suffice. I can connect to a special server from the net. I don't really understand the stuff you're talking about, H, he said. But I'll trust you to handle this. I mean, you did risk your life to save Hitomi from that minivan explosion and all. Kanan nodded. I have to warn you in advance, though. Cryptanalysis can take hours and still yield no results. I can't guarantee I'll be able to get the doors unlocked before Maria develops symptoms. I understand, Hitomi said. H.E. nodded too. No one present had any objections. All of a sudden, there was a curious sound from somewhere in the room. What's that? Kano asked. Is it a bomb? What's making that noise? He looked around the workroom. There's so much stuff in here, it could be anything. That's my computer. Oh, okay. Daisuke hurried to his desktop. Okay, I need to give the place a bit of a dust. Which is ironic coming from me, because my place needs a bit of a dust as well. Oh, you got a black German Shepherd too. What's your German Shepherd called? I forgot I added that in. I forgot I added that. Yeah, what's the name of your German Shepherd, Skip? Because you're 2 for 2 as far as good names. Luna. Luna's a good name. Yeah, I forgot I added Olno. Of course, there's going to be a lot of this next week. Ban, dude, what the hell, Ban? What is going on? It told me that you resubscribed yesterday, not today. Either way, man. Thank you. You do realise that sound effect is going to stop me every time. Ban, thanks for the resub, dude. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's really weird. It showed you as resubbing yesterday for some reason. I don't know if Streamlabs is just fucking up. Oh yeah, we got. I should use that, shouldn't I?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ban. Yeah, sorry. Oh, once you do one, it gives you a minute's cooldown. It's only me that doesn't have a cooldown. I can spam the shit out of my channel as much as I like. Right, the bank of monitors, which have been displaying surveillance camera footage from around Shibuya, had all gone black. What the hell? What's going on, Dad? Eiichi joined his father, staring at the computer screens. It's all gone. The camera footage, it has been deleted. Daisuke blinked in disbelief. Now then, it seems our main cast has all been assembled. A man's voice, distorted by a voice modulator, suddenly emerged from the computer speakers.
Very good.
I mean, yeah, that was pretty distorted. No, oh, you can use sound effects. Don't use up any stream currency. Nothing uses stream currency at the moment. I don't know what it is about the Dark Souls sound effects. I like mimicking them. I'm sorry. I had a thing telling me to announce the sub anniversary, so clicked. Ah, that's probably what it is then, Ban. It probably showed the... Because the thing is, it didn't show the sub yesterday when you did it. It only showed it up when I restarted the laptop this morning. So it probably, until you put in... until you click the thing at the top of the chat, it probably didn't register it. I guess. Yeah, that's it. What Alt said. Yeah, you don't have to put a message, but you have to click on that stream anniversary thing for it to register properly. A moment later, the monitors all began to display a view of the inside of the workroom. Dad, what the hell is this? Someone's broken through our firewall. They've hijacked the surveillance camera system. So just in case you don't know what a firewall is, a security system for preventing unauthorized intrusion into a computer network. The term stems from a metaphorical reapplication of the concept of a wall, meant to inhibit the spread of fire or other destructive forces. This game came out I think it came out originally in like 2008 or something like that. So there's a lot of terms that are like fairly well known that it chooses to explain that probably weren't so well known back then. 5 monitor setup, just as every hacker man has. Check out the size of those screens as well. Those Dell screens. Must have spent a fortune. The colour drained from Daisuke's face as he looked at the screens. Where are they filming us from? Kano asked, scanning the inside of the room. He used the image on the monitors to guess where the camera might be located. Over here? The lens of a camera set atop the computer monitor glimmered like an eye. It was a miniature camera used for web conferencing and the like. Now that Maria and Hitomi are both there, you have probably surmised the situation at hand. And so I offer a proposal. The laboratory password in exchange for Hitomi's blood. Realising now that it was Alphard's voice they were hearing, everyone in the room froze. So Alphard is the basically the mastermind of the entire plot. But we don't know what they look like, how old they are, you know, what they sound like, if it's a man or a woman. Alphard, not Alphart. At 7 o'clock, roughly 1 hour from now, see that Hitomi Asawa is waiting at the Scramble intersection outside Shibuya Station just like this morning. Unless, of course, you're feeling particularly confident. You do have Kanan with you. Perhaps you'd care to take a gamble on her lock-breaking skills instead. Kanan clucked her tongue in frustration. Alphard had known exactly what the plan was. Of course, if Kanan isn't able to get the door open in time, what will you do then? Maria is sure to die, yes. But that's not all. If you don't agree to my offer, I have the means of creating another Maria. And a third. These infectees will spread the virus through Tokyo. The death toll will likely number in the hundreds of thousands. So do think carefully before you decide. It's difficult to predict the scope of infection in the event of a bioterrorist attack employing a highly infectious viral agent in a city with a large and mobile population. In a worst case scenario, some researchers estimate as many as several million infected in a matter of days. Anyone that played WoW, did you see that thing where, I can't remember the exact boss it was, but a player managed to get his pet infected with a one of the in-game diseases, desummon the pet, and then summon the pet in the middle of a city, and it totally fucked the entire city for like days. They had to reset the server, I think, and patch the disease out because people would just keep dying as soon as they spawned. Do you know about that, Good? Yeah. So just spread it. It was quite interesting. I think someone did an article about how it kind of shows you how quickly things could spread in a bioterrorist attack. Yeah. Some people turf into the city and spread it as well. Yeah, it was really, really interesting. I think I got caught by it. I think I was in Iron Forge's auction house and I got caught by it. Yeah, the story does keep escalating, Skit, sorry. It really does. Oh, it wasn't a deliberate thing. They weren't meant to be able to do it. It was something they didn't plan anyone trying. But it totally messed up the game for a good couple of days. Well, mostly the cities. Oh yeah, I mean they're diseases, but it's like, you know, debuffs. It's just a type of debuff. Like usually they'll disappear after a certain period of time, or they'll, you can dispel them. Right, guys, we're going to get to the end of this chapter. It looks like they're going to spring another chapter on us, but I'm not going to do that tonight. We'll get to the end of this chapter, then we'll do some Forza. Alphard's voice was chillingly matter-of-fact. I will appear at the rendezvous in person. After all, it wouldn't do for the star of the show to miss the final curtain. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you then. Silence fell. Then the images on the computer monitor returned to normal. The surveillance camera footage came back online as well. Daisuke promptly yanked out his Ethernet cable and slammed his fist on the keyboard. Damn it! There was a hole in the firewall. I'll have to redo my security from the ground up. Good call, Kanan said calmly. We can't win this if our intel keeps getting leaked. Stanley pursed his lips in consternation. What do we do? Kano asked him. Do we give in to his demands? I mean, do we really expect he's just going to blithely show up like that? He's practically begging for us to come and catch him. There had to be some deeper plan at work. If it means saving my sister, I'll do it. Hitomi was resolute. No, Stanley said. You can't. What? Why not? Because if you do, you'll be killed. What? Hitomi's voice caught in her throat. With the antiviral still present in your body a week after the fact, you're too much of a liability for Alphard to just let go. He's right. Don't do it, Aichi exclaimed. Hitomi, you can't go. Even still, I want to do it. Hitomi stared defiantly at Stanley. You still want to go, even knowing that you'll be killed? I can't just sit here and hope that Kanan is able to pull this off, she said. I want to do something for my sister. I want to save her. She peered down at Maria, sprawled on the floor. She'd object to me going, I'm sure of that. But I want to do what I can. To do things my way. No one tried to contradict her this time. If she's willing to take the risk, then there are things the rest of you can do too. It was Kanan again. Let's hear it, Kana replied. He squared his shoulders. He was of the same mind as Hitomi. He couldn't just do nothing and leave it all on Kanan. After everything he'd been through, he wanted to stick with this case until the very end. Apprehend Alphard at the rendezvous and demand the password from him. Kanan offered the suggestion as if it were a simple task. That lets you get what you want without putting Hitomi in danger. Kano let out a sigh. Hold on, he said. Even if we do arrest him, how are we going to get him to cough up the password? We don't have time to drag him off to an interrogation room. And besides, he doesn't strike me as the sort to offer a confession that easily. There are ways, Kanan said. Once Alphard has made contact with Hitomi, call my cell phone. Hitomi tilted her head. Call you? I have plenty of information Alphard might want to bargain for. I can negotiate with him directly. Kano considered Kanan's proposal. I see. So we'll try both options. Attempt to hack the password at the lab and also try negotiating with Alphard. That gives us 2 chances. With that tiny ray of hope, Hitomi's face brightened some. We'll split into 2 groups. One for the lab and one for Shibuya Station, Kanan said. Let's exchange phone numbers so we can be in touch when the time comes. The group quickly shared contact info as suggested. Hitomi and Kanan called one another's phones to be sure. Hitomi's cheerful ringtone felt out of place, but also somehow soothing. A fragment of normalcy. Sorry, it's like, how the fuck do you say that? And it's like, yeah, normalcy. How have I not? It's not a word you say very often, is it? In the midst of crisis. Well, guess we're all set then, Hitomi said, looking down at the LCD screen. Her expression turned apologetic. I'm sorry, Kanan, for having to keep putting things on you. Hey, Kanan replied. Don't worry about it. Okay, now I guess I should call my father. Hitomi called Kenji Asawa on his phone, asking him to let Maria and Kanan into the lab. So now we're going to swap over to another character. Mr. Wink, I do have Forza. I'm basically going to get to the end of this chapter and then I'm going to play some. But it might be quite late. I don't know if you're up for staying up that late, are you? What have I missed here? Good, that was it. Corrupted blood. That was the name of the disease, wasn't it? And, oh, I'm drinking summer fruits. Not iced tea. Download Forza Horizon 4 again. I think it's fixed. Now I used to say demo for some reason. Yeah, Ben, I had to totally delete it and then reinstall it to get it to work. For some reason, just a glitch with the install, I guess. Are you already in bed, Mike? Okay, fair enough. But yeah, I'll be playing over the weekend at some point, dude. If you're about. I don't know when exactly yet. I might be starting my new stream times on Sunday. Tomorrow I'll probably have off, but Sunday I might do a stream. But yeah, we'll definitely have a race, dude. It's good fun, multiplayer. There's one guy in the chat at the moment that that's been driving around with me. Ban, do you wanna do some multiplayer later? Are you up for that? I should really stream on weekends. The only thing is, I do kind of want a day off as well. But yeah, I might do like a shorter thing at weekends perhaps. Yeah, just give me a shout, Mike, and we'll sort something out. But yeah, I'm going to be changing the. I think I'm going to change the stream times, so we're going to have like an early afternoon stream and then an evening stream as well. And I'll do 2 different games on each stream. Right, so now we're changing over to Asawa. Don't stream on all the work days. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. You know, it's just I'm kind of. You have to realise, Alt, that I worked 12 years working most weekends, so kind of having weekends off is still a bit of a novelty for me. I'm just trying to make the most of them. Not yet, Ban. I just need to finish this off, and then I'll do some Forza. It's probably going to be about an hour-ish, I'd say, depending on how quickly we can get through this. Tanaka hadn't given Ai his password. Asawa's last chance had gone up in smoke. He let out a long, shaky breath and shut his eyes tight. Was it true? Was there nothing more he could do? So this is the guy on the right. There is the father of the twins. Asawa's cell phone rang. When he saw the name on the incoming call display, he nearly shouted out loud. It was Hitomi. Hitomi? Are you alright? Please tell me you're alright. Yeah, I'm fine. But Maria's... Maria? Is Maria there with you? Isawa's heart leaped. Dad, there isn't any time for me to explain everything, so I'll just have to give you the main points. This is so we can save my sister, so just stay calm and listen. Isawa struggled to hold back the 1,000 questions that immediately came boiling into his mind. What's this? Sorry. You should do that. Half the people aren't free on work days, including me, since I'm second shift in school. Maybe take Monday and Thursday off. So you have free time before and after the weekend streams. Yeah, maybe. Possibly. I mean, what I'll probably do, like, more... I think, well, I probably won't set a set day off, and I'll probably just say, like, you know, I'm just going to have a random day off if I feel like it. That might be the best way to do it. Or, like, I'm only going to do one stream instead of 2 today. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. There's a girl named Kanan who's going to bring Maria to the lab. She's going to try to hack the password in order to get us inside. Wait, hold on. Just what in the world is going on? There are a bunch of people here working to help save Maria. Can you wait for us at the lab, Dad? I'm not sure that that electronic lock is something that will be so easy to... We've got another plan in motion too, and if that goes well, we might be able to learn the password. It was all too much to follow, but Sawa realised he'd have to take Hitomi at her word. It was their only hope of saving Maria. Alright, he said. I'll do as you ask. But you said you're trying 2 approaches. You're not going to be in danger, are you? No, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Okay. Very well. I'm heading to the laboratory right now. He didn't say right, but, you know. I thought I'd add that in there. You can't. You can't go. The moment that Sawa hung up and started for the house, I clung to him from behind. If you use the antiviral now, she said, everything will go public. There's no way we can keep the virus or the antiviral under wraps at this point. Sawa tried to pull free, but his wife was stronger than he expected. Besides, if Maria infects other people, the whole world is going to find out in a matter of hours. No, we can just quarantine her. If it's handled correctly, we'll still be able to retain secrecy. Ai's voice was cold as ice. Do you even have any idea what you're saying right now? I do. I know how it sounds. But this is the only thing. This is the only thing. The only thing I can... Her voice trailed off. He could feel the force of her trembling where she held him. Have I really put you into that much of a corner? Asawa slipped from Ai's arms and prostrated himself on the ground in front of her. I'm sorry. I'm truly, truly sorry. Oh, stop this. Get up. If you're really sorry, then don't go to that lab. But Asawa remained silent, his forehead pressed to the dirt. If you use that antiviral without corporate approval, your time with Akoshi is finished. That doesn't matter to me anymore. How can you say that? Virology is the only thing you've ever cared about. I began pummeling his back. Maybe virology is all that I care about. I don't know the first thing about anything else. I never wanted to know. Never even thought to find out. Never bothered to learn what you or my own children might think. I'm a failure. As a father and as a husband. How dare you say that only after it's come to this? I struck him again, harder than before. You're right. He gasped out the words between her blows. Maybe this has been too long coming. But it's not too late. I can still start over. Start over? She paused in disbelief. You already turned down that American job. If you use that antiviral now, there won't be any starting over. You'll lose everything. Will I lose you too? After you've gone and thrown everything else away like this? How could I possibly stay with you? I was sobbing softly now. Asawa wondered what her tears were for. But there was one thing he did know. She was right. They couldn't be together anymore. He got to his feet and headed back into the house, leaving Ai behind. So their marriage was like a political marriage. He married the Ai is the head of the pharmaceutical company's daughter, and he had her marry him so that he wouldn't leave. He hurried through the back entrance and went into the garage. Climbed into his car, fastened his seatbelt and took a deep breath. The image of a younger Maria rose in the back of his mind. There she was at that park, getting drenched by the rain, holding back her tears as she waited for her father. Wait for me, Maria. This time I'm going to come for you. I was wrong. Going to the lab wouldn't mean losing everything. He'd let too many important things slip through his fingers. Now it was time to go take them back. Wow, this is it's getting really like the music. Music is what sets me off. That's what makes me emotional, as well as the what's going on in the scene. But yeah, this music's pretty bit of a tearjerker, isn't it? Asawa pulled his car onto the street and sped toward the laboratory. As if to signal that the long day was drawing to a close, the dazzling sun sank down between the buildings in the distance. You've never cried because of a game or a movie? Oh no, I've done it, dude. Plenty of games have done it. Oh wow, so that's the end of Asawa's plot. Interesting. Yeah, plenty of games have done it. A few movies have done it, but it's you know what? It's mostly anime that does it to me. Just noticed that I haven't cried for over a year and a half. Everyone needs a good cry every now and then, dude. Everyone. Right, now we just need to finish these guys off. Let's go back to Kano. You know, happy cry. It's fine. I know, like as men, we're kind of not taught to cry. It's showed as a weakness, isn't it? That's bullshit. Unfortunately, it's kind of got to that point where like I find that difficult to get my head round. I would bottle it up as well. I just get the lump in my throat and keep it there. Okay, now I guess I should call my father. Temi called Kenji Asawa in his cell, asking him to let Maria and Kanan into the lab. Kano leaned in to whisper into Kanan's ear. Are you sure you're okay with this? With what? I know that you're after Alphard. Are you sure you want to go to the lab and not... Right now I want to save Maria. That's all. Her tone was as curt and mechanical as ever, but there was a fierce gleam of determination in her eyes. Maria was clearly someone very special to her. Alright, Kano replied. Leave Alphard to me. He thumped himself on the chest. He'd succeeded this time, no matter what the odds. Sorry, he'd succeed this time, no matter what the odds. Kano could scarcely recall the whirlwind of events that had brought him here. He'd somehow survived a dozen disasters. Even now, a dear friend was in the hospital at risk of dying. There were times when he'd been ready to give up. And yet, at the end of it all, here he was. His opponent was an international terrorist. No matter how you looked at it, that wasn't a matchup for a mere detective. But I'm going to do it anyway. Rumi, Shizuo, Sasayama, and Detective Tateno. I'm going to take down Alphard and save Maria Asawa's life. Just you watch and see. What a badass. Right, so that's his to be continued. Oh, I know you're still at that age. No one's. I don't think you should call yourself strong for not crying. Honestly, like If you ever need to cry, cry. Just get it out there. Trust me, you'll feel better. Eternal, you didn't come into the stream how you usually do it. That looks like Steve-O. Oh, it's Swifty, okay. Swiftor, sorry, isn't it? Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, I'll level up a bit more on polished driving skills, but doubt... You drive like a bit of a maniac at times. That's fine, dude. That's fine. So do I. I drive like a maniac as well. You're being sarcastic. Okay, good. Yeah, don't hold cries in. If you need to really get them out, get a cry out. You'll feel loads better. Right, finish off 8 cheese. This is probably going to go over a lot of the stuff we've already been over. Standing in the doorway is a man Aichi didn't recognise, his face pale. Stay back! Kanan shouted at Aichi when he tried to approach. It looked like Maria had fallen unconscious. Aichi's heart was racing in his chest. An eerie silence fell over the room. For several seconds no one said a word, their eyes all fixed on Maria. Kanan's stare is fucking freaky. Finally Kanan looked up, her face ashen. It's starting. How's it going, Eternal? You missed a big raid earlier, dude. Probably the big... Oh, okay. I thought there was going to be more to that. Yeah, you missed a massive raid earlier. Well, massive for me. Right, so we should just have Minarikawa's to finish off now. For some reason, Kanan looks like she came out of Stranger Things. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Endo. Toyama furrowed his brow and muttered under his breath. No. That's not right. Do we just keep going through these until we get the right one, or...? Because Tanaka's the right one. No, not that. It was something else. Just then the television inside the cafe switched over to a news report on the Shibuya explosion. Right, so we should be able to skip this now. I'm hoping it's not going to get us to a dead end. Oh no, look, it's still the same. Oh no, that's it. All protagonists have cleared this section. Choose a protagonist to continue their storyline in the next hour. Right, okay, good. We're done. I'm going to leave the last hour, I'm assuming it's the last hour, for another stream. So we can do some Forza. Right, so what we're going to do, let's, first of all, let's close the PlayStation down. And we'll go into full screen for a sec. Okay, yeah, so guys, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do the same as usual. I'm going to stop the stream, I'm going to restart it, make sure that we've still got quality options, and then we'll go over to Forza. Might have a quick pee before I start again as well. So, oh yes, Marcelo. Sorry, I ate a bit too much earlier. It's the stream currency, which you can't use yet. There's nothing to use it on. But yeah, 77 hours, dude. That is that's pretty immense. But yeah, so yeah, guys, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna restart and stop and restart the stream. I will be back in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go for a pee and stuff as well. So yeah, don't change that channel.